My name is Hans-Eric Schultz, and I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute. CARIRI's mission is to be a national and regional focal point for technology and innovation, playing a leadership role in providing value-added technological solutions to many industries and sectors. And over the course of its existence, CARIRI has been actively pursuing this mission, and we are pleased to introduce our Center for Enterprise Development, which has become a focal point for innovation, technology, and entrepreneurship development for many persons across the country. CARIRI and its employees are always pushing the boundaries and challenging ourselves to better serve our stakeholders. With this in mind, we developed a program called the Idea Advisory Service. We realize that many great ideas are not commercialized because of the disconnect between the idea, what the market wants, and how the market evaluates the product or service. The IAS seeks to close this gap by working with innovators to assess the facts and assumptions surrounding their ideas. CARIRI partnered with the Inter-American Development Bank in 2018 to execute a project called Bridging the Gap to Commercial Application of Innovation, which was designed along the lines of CARIRI's IAS. The key problem to be addressed was the low level of innovation exhibited by enterprises and entrepreneurs in Trinidad and Tobago, which is a constraint to economic growth and competitiveness. As mentioned before, CARIRI is on a mission, and so far, we have had some success in providing resources that are needed to allow development of ideators, innovators, and entrepreneurs. We have networks that have helped us to achieve these goals, and we are always looking to create new partnerships which can benefit the vast majority of our people. For example, one of CARIRI's strengths is its global network. CARIRI is a founding member of the World Association of Industrial and Technological Research Organizations, WAITRO. In this capacity, we have access to the experience, technical know-how, and breakthrough research of over 160 research and technology organizations from over 70 countries, and therefore we can facilitate the international linkages and high-level networking that companies and governments need to put their organizations and economies on the cutting edge. Initially, we entered into this project. The target was getting 740 individuals and at least 50 SMEs in the IAS program. We surpassed this number by having over 1,000 innovative idea submissions passing through the program so far. To get these 1,000 idea submissions, we interacted with students, people in rural communities, people who just had a good idea but didn't know where to go, startups with innovative products, and even the more well-established SMEs through our various outreach exercises, which were quite widespread before the pandemic. During the pandemic, we pivoted our outreach and turned to virtual sessions so that we could continue reaching out to those people and organizations that could benefit from our program. CARIRI has been able to encourage the innovative spirit of the national community in Trinidad and Tobago, as this project has targeted various communities, individuals, and companies across the country and has been able to assist in turning their ideas into a reality. CARIRI is committed to supporting individuals and firms in the development of business innovation, as well as supporting local enterprises to apply innovation for increased competitiveness and sustainability. The key is for us to work together, so we look forward to partnering with each of you as we challenge our people across the country and the region to become more innovative thinkers and executors.
Hi, my name is Hayden Charles, and I'm the project chief for the IAS project titled Bridging the Gap to Commercial Application of Innovation. The IAS project aimed to address the relative lack of innovation demonstrated by small and medium-sized enterprises in the Caribbean when compared to larger firms due to their lack of in-house capacity, ability, and knowledge to develop and commercialize innovations. Using an idea advisory service model adapted from one originally developed by the Danish Technological Institute, the project sought to bridge the gap to commercial application of innovation in 3 steps. Firstly, via awareness raising and stakeholder outreach, we sought to increase the pipeline of individual, dynamic microenterprise and SME applicants to the IAS program, and to sensitize larger firms on the model for acquisition of innovations. Secondly, through the adaptation of the Danish Technological Institute's program, the IAS was implemented in the local business culture and context of Trinidad and Tobago. And thirdly, through the scaling of the IAS model developed during project execution. This was done by building CARIRI's capacity to sustain and scale program delivery and promote the replication of the IAS program in other jurisdictions in the Caribbean region.
CARIRI, like the IDB, like IDB Lab, we are support organizations. So we don't often come to the forefront. We don't often have ads on TV. We don't actually have a lot of goods and services that we can offer for sale to the public. Our role is to facilitate, to encourage, and to support the entrepreneurs and the innovators and the dreamers out there. Because it is your investment of time, it is your courage, it is your journey that actually is going to carry this country forward and this region forward. You are the ones that are going to create a future, right? And the role of IDB Lab and of CARIRI is here to support you. CARIRI demonstrated that have facilitated a state enterprise that was very technical to evolve and grow as a valued partner in Trinidad and Tobago's innovation journey and as a partner to you, the business people that are out there innovating today. CARIRI had a clear vision. They had a North Star, if you like, of where they wanted to go. And this was not developed in isolation, but was informed through an understanding of the opportunities and challenges faced by business people that they saw as their clients, an understanding of the business environment or the market space, and also through engagement with international research and technology organizations across the globe. Because CARIRI has always been a very active member of this organization called WITRO, which are organizations in every continent that support innovation and growth of businesses. CARIRI has taken these measured steps and experimented with different approaches and is not afraid to recognize when something is not working, change gears, try another approach. Learn from every opportunity. The factor that has contributed to CARIRI's success and which can help you is that they continue to invest and build knowledge and capability of their team. IDB has been working with CARIRI over 2 decades. There are times that we have called upon them from time and for advice, for expertise, for resources to help us. And not on no occasion has CARIRI said, no, we will not do that. CARIRI's investment in building these meaningful partnerships that have contributed to its success and to realizing the power of its dreams.
My name is Sadira Nagasa, and I have been with CARIRI for the past 7 years as a Business Development Officer. And I am also an Idea Advisory Service Agent. The application process to be considered for the Idea Advisory Service Program is quite simple and straightforward. Simply log on to our website and click on the online submission form. Once you've accessed that form, simply fill in the details about your idea and we will contact you to be screened. Screening is an online interview. It is basically a conversation. It is very informal to learn more about your idea to see whether or not it is a good fit for our Idea Advisory Service Program. Following the screening, the application is reviewed by a committee to determine whether or not the candidate is successful. If the candidate is successful, we will contact them to sign an NDA, which is a non-disclosure agreement, as well as an MOU, which is a Memorandum of Understanding. If the candidate is unsuccessful, we will also contact them to provide feedback on how they might improve their idea.
My name is Stacey Ramroop, and I am the Local Economic Development Officer at the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation. I have been in this position since 2016, and the main responsibility includes working with stakeholders from the public and private sector, as well as civil society, to foster and stimulate economic growth and development within the Sangre Grande region. So entrepreneurship is actually one of the main economic drivers within the Sangre Grande region. So being responsible for trying to provide assistance to all our entrepreneurs, all local entrepreneurs, I would have noticed a lot of advertisements from CARIRI via social media with respect to many initiatives. And I felt as a government agency, a local government authority, CARIRI also being a government agency, it would be an ideal partnership. There's also a lot of overlap with respect to what both organizations, both the Sangre Grande Regional Corporation and the CARIRI responsible for. So I know CARIRI has the capacity to be able to assist entrepreneurs, and that's where the relationship would have started. CARIRI immediately agreed to partner with the corporation, and subsequent to that, we would have done a number of initiatives. One of the offerings of CARIRI that I found to be very fascinating immediately was the Idea Advisory Service, which I would have again reached out to CARIRI to partner with. 2 sessions were actually held at the corporation's council chamber with entrepreneurs from the Sangre Grande region. I know we would have had entrepreneurs from as far as Toco coming to benefit from that session. We also would have done a session virtually due to the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, and I can say that all 3 sessions were extremely beneficial. CARIRI was able to actually talk entrepreneurs and also aspiring entrepreneurs, persons who were thinking about starting a business, actually assisting them in taking their idea to market. I know subsequent to the training as well, entrepreneurs would have also reached out to CARIRI and they were able to get further assistance. In terms of the benefit to the community, I know in my interactions with some of the entrepreneurs who would have actually partnered and participated in that training, they would have actually gone on to establish their businesses because their confidence level and their capacity and their information overall that they would have received from the IES program really did give them that push to be able to go ahead and get into entrepreneurship, which is exactly what we were looking for.
My name is Curtis Jordan. I'm an emergency medical technician by profession, and my product is iRenew bottled water. What's interesting about my product is the fact that it is produced through the condensation of air into water. And this environmentally friendly process actually leads to a premium product. It actually reduces our environmental footprint. My experience in the application process for CARIRI Idea Advisory Service was an interesting one. I initially applied online and I was unsuccessful on my first application. I didn't think I had enough information, and I was advised to do some more research, and I took the advice. I never gave up and I applied again, and I was successful in the second application, and I was really elated because I was able to pursue something that I'm passionate about. Where I am right now, I am actually in the process of building a production capacity. I am also rebranding the product and deciding on packaging. Packaging is so important for a premium product. So I want to start in Tunapuna, in supermarkets in Tunapuna. I want to start giving out samples and getting feedback on the taste and quality of the product.
Hi, I'm Lyndon Millard. I am an industrial engineer for CARIRI for the last 10 years and an IAS agent. Phase 1, or the core program of the Idea Advisory Service, consists of 4 basic parts. 1, the development of the value proposition statement. 2, prototyping and costing. 3, intellectual property. And the last step, step 4, being market validation. Our value proposition is one where our agents help you summarize and define what is your problem, your solution, and target market for your potential idea. Prototyping speaks to the development of a model that represents the functionality and/or aesthetics of your idea, which may be a product or a service. It is important to capture the true cost of what it takes to develop your potential idea. Our custom model helps you to identify the key elements that contribute to your final cost of your product or service. While in our program, our IS agents will help you develop a unique costing template for your potential idea. With the partnership of the Intellectual Property Office, our IP component speaks to the development of the plan to protect your potential idea. Our market validation confirms your customer's agreement with your value proposition, your costing, and your intellectual property protection of your potential idea. We do this through the use of interviews, surveys, and potential sales to help prove and define the facts surrounding the potential of your idea.
Hi, I'm Sterling Braffett. I'm the owner of Sapodilla Foods. Currently, I operate a brand called Spice Life. We have a range of Caribbean cake mixes. We have on the market right now a sponge cake mix, a fruit cake mix, and soon enough we will have a chocolate cake mix as well. So my experience here at CARIRI was excellent. First, we did our value proposition, where we looked at really defining the problem and looking at the customers, the potential customers that I will be servicing with my product. Secondly, we looked at prototyping and costing. When we did prototyping, I was encouraged to refine my product. So I took samples that I prepared and I gave it out to 3 individuals, different individuals, had them taste it, and we chose the best one out of that short survey. With costing, we drilled down into our variable cost and our fixed cost, and I really learned or discovered some items that I would not have thought about right there in the costing. The third thing we did was intellectual property, where I had a one-on-one meeting with someone from the IPO office. And interestingly enough, my first incarnation of a name was rejected because I had it like Sammy Simple something. Can't even remember what it was. But since then, we have grown and we were able to register the brand Spice Life, and I will have my certification in hand before the year is out. So the fourth stage in the program, we did market validation, and this stage was really interesting. This is where we baked several packs of the cake and we sent it out for people to sample, and we got feedback and we analyzed and we looked at the data. And interestingly enough, the data was in line with what we were doing in the other stages. So I was really happy for this. And now that we have the product launched, we are seeing that the exact thing we did inside of the core program is manifesting in the market. After going through the core program, I was able to launch last Christmas. So I am operating just about 1 year now, and we are doing pretty good. We have our product in a couple specialty stores, and we continue to do online deliveries and service customers that way. So we are happy where we are at now, and we hope that in the near future, we will be able to be in some more widespread distribution through some supermarkets.
My name is Miguel Andrews, and I'm a physicist and laboratory manager based in CARIRI's calibration laboratory. My department provides accredited calibration services to small and large manufacturing companies across multiple industries and medical laboratories regionally. We also provide engineering design and rapid prototyping using additive manufacturing, also known as 3D printing. Under the IAS project, we worked with inventors and ideators to provide support in terms of technical and market feasibility, as well as manufacturability of engineering-based ideas. We also created computer-aided design and manufacturing models and programs in order to facilitate 3D printing of prototypes where applicable. This allowed inventors and ideators to test their products in situ with functional prototypes, and based on feedback from their end users, the ideas could be refined and rebuilt better, ensuring that the best possible prototype could be attained before taking their idea to market.
I am Andrea Mulvin Ash, Program Leader of CARIRI's Food Technology Department. We are a multidisciplinary team with expertise spanning food technology, engineering, food microbiology, food chemistry, food safety, and quality assurance. Over the past few years, our department has provided technical support both locally and regionally to individuals and firms in the food and beverage industry. Our department has worked along with the IAS team, meeting with entrepreneurs in the food and beverage and personal care sectors, providing technical guidance and support. For several MSMEs, our team conducted the following activities: evaluation and troubleshooting of the product and process, which included considering factors that influence scale-up. We provided guidance in getting product to the local market, including product testing. Assistance was given in standardizing the product and process, as well as evaluating equipment and providing recommendations for automation. We provided most of the SMEs with potential suppliers for their raw materials and packaging needs. The need for an approved facility for scaled-up manufacturing of all of these products was identified, and the Agritech facility was envisioned. This facility, located in Freeport, will be operational in 2023. We wish all IAS clients success in their future endeavors, and we look forward to providing continued support.
Hi, I'm Aura Watson-Barrow, Senior Business Development Coordinator at the Caribbean Industrial Research Institute, CARIRI. I've personally worked alongside over 100 entrepreneurs and innovators in a variety of industries. I am with the Idea Advisory Service Program for the last 4 years and serve as the project's Program Coordinator. Phase 2 of the Idea Advisory Service Program is also referred to as commercialization. It's important to note that not all clients qualify for or choose to move on to Phase 2. Still, if they do choose to move on, there are 2 pathways to commercialization: the startup route or the licensing opportunity. For persons choosing startup, we offer bespoke support services, a customized roadmap, as it were, to aid the client in setting up their validated idea in the market. Most often, these include assistance in determining and identifying target markets, product standardization, product formulation, guidance in negotiations with suppliers, and putting clients in contact with relevant networks. Should the client wish to pursue the licensing route, this would include us aiding the client in the development of a sell sheet of the enterprise, be it a product, service, or mobile app. Next, we research prospects to identify and narrow in on the most relevant potential partners. Then we reach out to those prospects and engage with them on behalf of the clients to gauge interest with the intention of securing meetings to explore the opportunity. Finally, we give guidance and provide support towards brokering a license agreement.
My name is Trisha Hamilton. I am the owner of Paws Dog Treats. It is a line of nutritious treats for your dogs that you love and adore so dearly. We manufacture, we do it from scratch, from the baking process straight through to the packaging process till it gets into your home where you'd feed your dogs. The CARIRI's IAS support services has been such an invaluable experience because it took my vision from that point to a reality, and not just the tangible product, but the background work that is so critical for your product to be successful. For example, they dealt with marketing, they dealt with even on the electronic media, so it's not just the hands-on marketing, but they dealt with your accounting and the workshops, the sessions, the seminars they had. They were so tailored that everyone there, they could have walked away with a different experience, a different learning experience, because the knowledge that was gained in those workshops, I mean, it was so critical so that you don't have to do the rework when you get out there, that your product would be correct. The product, the listings, the packaging, everything would just be perfect when you get out there. So I think it was such an invaluable experience. I can't express how grateful I am to the support services for the knowledge I received. 𝐂𝐨𝐦𝐦𝐞𝐫𝐜𝐢𝐚𝐥 Streets is ready for commercial marketing. It's ready to be placed on the shelves. I've been knocking down the doors of supermarkets, pet shops, etc. to get the product out there. So that's where we are at the moment, trying to get it from the shelves to your home so that you could have that enjoyable moment. But I'd also like to say right now, thank you so much to the IAS support services, because I think that they played an integral role in getting me to this point.
Hi, my name is Karen Suka, and I am one of the IAS agents in the Idea Advisory Service at CARIRI. In the Idea Advisory Service, we have recognized that it's not only important for our applicants to understand what intellectual property is, but also how to protect their idea and where different areas of intellectual property may reside in their business. We also wanted to ensure that our innovators understood how to protect their idea, especially during the developmental stages where they would have been using external parties. This was important for ensuring protection and ownership of the intellectual property as it was being developed. To serve this purpose, CARIRI implemented an IP clinic in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago Intellectual Property Office, where all applicants of the IAS project were able to receive advice and guidance on how to protect their idea. Each client was afforded a one-on-one consultation with an IP officer to discuss their idea and left more knowledgeable and better equipped to ensure that their innovative idea was adequately protected.
During the course of the IAS project, over 900 persons benefited from 30 ideation workshops carried out among diverse groups throughout Trinidad and Tobago to generate innovative ideas. Over 1,000 individuals and SMEs have received valuable feedback, having had their innovative ideas assessed while being processed during project execution. Over 140 clients were successful in our screening for the IAS project's entry-level core program. 38 clients achieved market validation for their products and services. And there are 9 new innovative businesses in Trinidad and Tobago as a result of ideas successfully commercialized under the IAS project. These numbers attest to the success of the CARIRI IDB project, bridging the gap to commercial application of innovation.